Hi, Marcia.
Good morning.
Tell your daughter or son that I said hello. Hi, Dhruv. How are you?
Hi, Laura. I'm good, thank you. I've been having a wrong Zoom meeting for last 2, 3 times, and I was thinking probably people are not back from vacation.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, Marcia told me that the Zoom meeting has been updated, and which is why.
The problem with the way that the OPI page calendar works is that if I make any changes at all to any of the meetings, the calendar doesn't update you. The calendar will update you over email. And if you don't check your emails, like if you don't read the OPI list emails, you won't know that I've updated it. So I try to make those announcements also in Slack, but everybody has a full-time job that joins these meetings.
Right.
And so most of us don't have time to constantly track every single type of messaging that comes at us. So it can be managing calendars for these OPI meetings can be a little difficult because people are busy and they've got stuff going on, and knowing when a meeting has changed isn't always transparent. So I appreciate you asking and finding out.
Yeah. I was wondering if there's any change. It should come directly via the Outlook. Generally when we change meetings, I guess this works differently because
it works differently. Paul Pindell, who basically does this in his sleep, even misses meetings because of this. Yesterday, we were on the outreach committee call, and he's trying to reschedule the outreach committee call. So he's going to tell everybody on the call, and he's going to talk about it over Slack, and he's going to mention it in the TSC meeting. He's going to mention it in all these different forums for the message to kind of get out there. And he was trying to reschedule that meeting and was looking at a time slot before a different meeting and didn't know that meeting, the time slot that he thought was scheduled by something else, but that meeting had also moved, but he didn't know that because he hadn't looked at the OPI events calendar. Just the events calendar is the single source of truth. And Outlook will not be updated unless you manually update it. It's kind of ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. That's where I went. I went to the OPI website and got the calendar imported again.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. But anyway, we should probably dive in. Marcia, I don't know how busy you have or have not been this week. And if you haven't been busy and don't have updates, please let me know. Right now.
Okay, so what we have done, we received a new switch with multiple ports and so on. We install it. It had an issue. We received a new one, and the new one is up and running, all configured now.
Okay. So we have a new switch.
We have in business, and we have more ports.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get all the in progress ones up and in the view. Bear with me for 1 second. Filter by I don't think the switch is, no, new switch, or is the switch to be ordered? So this is ordered and installed and configured, correct?
Yeah, so it's all done.
Perfect, man, you are awesome.
Back in business.
Yes,
and now the next item, at least for me, is that server that is management server, whatever that was ordered, has not arrived yet. So I'll have to get an ETA, get that up, running, configured, and hopefully at that time we can kind of call it phase 1 done.
Bear with me 1 second. I'm having a little bit of a slowdown over here. This needs to move to done. I have to ping somebody. Hold on 1 second. Paul just Paul was wanting to join, and he wasn't seeing us alive out here, but we are. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
What I was saying is that there is a task for a management server. That's kind of next on my priority list.
The separate management server, task number 6. You're looking at the in progress task.
Yeah, so this week I'm gonna focus on that one, see where it is when it arrives, whatever happens with it.
Okay. So pending this week. Will be configured once it arrives. Sweet, that's great.
Anything else that, let's say, it's in the plan for me this week? It's anything there that looks urgent that needs to be finished this week. If not, I think the server will be my activity.
I think the key thing right now on me is to get the Intel stuff, the Intel hardware. I still have that action item on my list to do. In fact, we're supposed to meet with Intel in another week or so, but I may in the background ask them for hardware. I need to in the background ask them for hardware, and so I'm going to spin up that action item right now in the background so that I get it done. To Nanda. And okay, I don't really have anything else at the moment for action items in here. Does anybody on the call have anything that we need to be tracking besides everything in the list? I see that we have Dhruv, Paul, Mark, and Rahul in addition to Mersha and I.
I am supposed to get the licenses today. I ordered them and somehow they screwed it up and actually sent 2 new physical devices, not the licenses. So they shipped those back and now we're getting, I got the service contracts for those, for the boxes that are in the lab now, and we're waiting on the actual license. I'm expecting it today or tomorrow.
This needs to be moved into, I'm not closing that, hold on. Assign this to Paul. And give you status. Progress. It's done. Okay. I think that's saved. Oh, it's saved. GitLab doesn't give me the same kind of feedback that, I mean, GitHub doesn't give me the same feedback that other things do, so it can throw me off a little bit. All right. Anything else on the call today, you guys? It's okay if we have a short one. It's just good to know anything that's moving along. Hey, Dhruv, a question for you real quick. How are things progressing on getting cards on ARM servers to be recognized?
Yeah, that's I was going to provide the update there that the model card that we have today, it had some issues right from the beginning. We were trying to work around those issues. Essentially, it doesn't detect any external USB drive, and that's needed for loading the Red Hat Live image and then install it on the internal disk. And for that reason, those workarounds we did, it got detected in the Red Hat cluster also, but it goes forward and tries to install, and that's where it runs out of having any spare disk. So Mark and I discussed, and basically we thought we should probably get a new board that does not have that issue, and that's where it is right now held up. We are trying to explore if we can do network boot over Pixie. I don't know if anybody here has experience with that. Basically booting off using a live image. That would be helpful because what we have tried so far is it has some auto installer which kicks in right away. And that's something we don't want.
Hey, Paul, do you know if Don Flinsbach would be a good resource for that, or should we try and find somebody else in the big IP dev team?
Don would be great for that, for working with Pixie Boot and Network Boot.
Let me see if I can get some cycles from him, Dhruv. So there's a guy on that we work with who sometimes comes to this meeting. that might be a contact for you. So let me, I'll email him right now. Actually, I'll ping him right now. Give me a sec. And I will try and get him connected with you guys to help with that.
Yeah, so that's another workaround that we are trying to see if we can make it while we are waiting for the board. I have yet to check with Mark if the request has been placed and if they're working on it.
This is on the ARM server.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the ARM server that has a problem with the USB or the
The
DPU?
DPU card.
Oh,
So
the
Marvel
DPU,
checked
okay.
our, they checked our serial number and they said no, that particular version of board has got issues. It doesn't detect USB drive. And that's when we said, okay, while we were trying all the workarounds, finally we thought maybe it's better to just get a board
Okay.
which does not have that issue.
Don should be, if you can send me a sense of time when you need some sync with Don so I can provide him that information, that would really help me, Drew.
Was that a question for me, Laura?
That's a question for you. When do you want, Don can't right this second help you with Pixie Boot, but he can help you if we schedule it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, from my side, we can do it as soon as possible.
Okay, then let me ask him what his availability is.
Yeah.
We're playing scheduled chicken. Drew, let me play scheduled chicken with him, and then I will get a meeting scheduled for the three of us and you two, which will really be just a meeting for you and him. Do you want me to
Yeah.
include Mark on that, or do you just want to sync with Don?
I think for now, Dawn is good enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he says anything after 2:30 p.m. PST today. Are
Okay.
you're on the West Coast, right?
I'm in Central Time Zone.
Oh, you're in Central. So that
yeah.
that might be kind of bad. Well, no, that'll be anytime after 3:30 for you. So is 3:30 p.m. okay?
I think if he says 2:30, it will be 4:30 for me. We are 2 hours ahead.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Is 4:30
Yeah.
okay for you, or is that too late in the day?
4:30, let me check my calendar if I have anything.
Sometimes we all have to pick up kids from school, so.
Right. Yeah, 4:30 generally
That's your
gets
current
late.
situation.
Is he available tomorrow?
He is available tomorrow.
Okay. How? Let's check my own. Today is a bad day for me. Sorry, tomorrow is a bad day for me. I think we have to make it on Friday.
Okay. Is everybody enjoying Drew and I playing scheduled chicken?
That's okay.
It's for the greater good, everyone.
Yeah, Friday, I think I'm mostly open, so most of the slots should work.
Okay, so Friday's mostly open.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mostly open on Friday too.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Works fine with me. Yep.
Great, thank you. I appreciate you checking that out.
Yeah.
All right, great, you guys. Mark or Rahul, do either of you have anything to cover today?
Sorry, I missed a couple of my last call. So, in any action item for Marvel, maybe I can get a check on that.
At the moment,
internally.
no, but if you want to look through the action item list, I don't know if I'm still sharing it. If you want to look through this action item list in GitHub, that would be great. And if there's anything that needs to be added, that would also be fantastic. I will put the link in the chat for you guys. Anything that's set to done obviously is done, but there's plenty of activity in there. And if anybody wants to help Mersha kind of move some of the things along, that would be wonderful. Because Mersha's got a lot of the action items in here. So anything that can be taken ideally off, I mean, I'm sure Mersha, you probably want to keep as much as you can, but we all have full-time jobs. So anything that folks can help with is much apprecited. And
I
then
actually don't want to keep them, so
you want to keep all of them?
free for all.
What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said actually I don't want to keep them, so free for all. Feel free to grab whatever you want.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to assume that you wanted to do all of this work by yourself, but I figured since you were signed up for almost all of it, that you were one of the best people to do it. However, if any folks would like to help Mersha wade through this impressive task list, we'd appreciate it, because teamwork makes the dream work, folks. It looks like we've got 7 folks on the call too. We were at 6 for a little while there. Oh, Don joined. Hi, Don. Don, we were just about to drop off, but if there's anything on this list that you want to do, you joined at the perfect time. Rahul, if there's anything in here that if you have any questions about any of these action items, I'm happy to help you do a handoff.
Sure. Yeah, let me go through the list and I'll ping you if I need any clarification.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah. And then I think that's pretty much everything, unless Mark or Don or anybody else have questions. Going once? No questions? Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to give you your time back. Have a great day. And Don and Drew, I will be scheduling time for you guys tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah. Thank
Perfect.
you so much.
Or for Friday.
Great.
Thanks. Okay.
Great.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.